Yep. And I mean, even the spear, right? Like, it also helps a lot. But again, it's like until level 6. Like, I had to take a second and be like, oh yeah, right, it's at level 6. So it's not too early. Like, you don't have to worry about too early in the laning stage, but it is gonna come out. And when it does, you want to have those heroes who can deal with those spiderlings, because sometimes it's like your supports are being chased, someone's got to deal with them.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the Army Genius draft though for the other reason, which is that they can fight at almost any point. Their cooldowns aren't that long. I like it a lot. Whereas you look at Lilgun, Yamber Spirit can fight a lot. Same with the Broodmother, but Snapfire not exactly always online support. And Clockwork comes out. Very good here to have against the Mars, because once you get him in the cogs, he really can't do anything. And I mean, I like that. I like him for that. And if you get cogs, the Snapfire is pretty good. But you have to worry a little bit about the Broodmother Spiderlings kind of blocking your hook. But other than that, it's okay. I don't know. I feel like I'd like to let Army Genius draft a little bit more, which means you're gonna bet on Lilgun, right? You're gonna be like, I think Lilgun's gonna win.
To be honest, now that you mention it, yeah. I mean, I don't think we've seen this Broodmother lose once. You said, in fact, what?
No.
I think the quickest match so far that we've cast, like it was, roughly around 20 minutes. I think it was the Broodmother game. Like it was over by probably something like the 8th, 9th minute. But it didn't go on too much longer than that. So, yeah, I've got to back the Broodmother on this until I've proven otherwise. This Broodmother is absolutely unstoppable.
She is very strong. But Army Genius says this is a solid draft. Again, with the puck. Firstly, you can sort of like not really exactly chase the Broodmother, but you have ways of finding her in the trees with the illusory orb. You have ways of holding her with the coil. It's solid team fight. Not exactly the most dribble here. Like, I would be very scared if this Broodmother gets a fast Orchid.
Yeah.
Skywrath Mage, Pangolier, Puck, these are all dead. Like, they're dead instantly. Like, it's just, there's nothing they can do about it. Pangolier is a little bit slightly tanky, but the other two, but even then, I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. The band's coming out now. We're going for the Pudge as well as the Faceless Void. Army Geniuses are kind of showing off their lanes here. It's probably going to be the Mars off lane, the Puck mid, but it's like, can we see a Pango 4? Are they going to do something crazy here with their draft?
I was just going to... looking at it, I think Pango 4, Scarth is the 5, and they're looking for the carry, especially with the way that Lilgun and Bannon as well. It looks like they believe the same thing. Army Geniuses, so looking for that carry. There's a lot of... is there a lot of magic damage? I mean, Broodmother's going to be having the right click as well. Clockwork can get right on top of you, but yeah... What would you go for here? Are you going to be looking for something like the Juggernaut, or are you looking for something that's got... I mean, they banned the Monkey King. What is left, actually?
In the carry pool? Let's see. Morphling... No, sorry, I was going to say Morphling. Slark is still in the pool. Luna's still in the pool. Now, these are the heroes that have had a very high win rate, like the Slark, the Luna. That's kind of... These are the two like big core carry heroes that are still in the pool that no one has... that they haven't been banned. I kind of like Slark for Army Geniuses. I feel like that hero will be good to have active. The Luna will give you a decent push as well for both sides, although I don't think either side's like super needing it. You have Broodmother on one side, the other side's like maybe they could use actually a little bit of push. Why not? What's in the pool is Terrorblade. Terrorblade's still in the pool as well.
Terrorblade is still there, yeah. And
I'm not really seeing what sort of synergy. Your Juggernaut pick was also pretty good. With the Faceless Void getting the nerfs that he did, which were substantial, by the way, I do think we'll be seeing a little bit more carries come out. Like before, it was like, oh, Faceless Void is like his own tier. Yeah. And everyone else was like, you have S tier, A tier, whatever. There's the Faceless Void tier. Now Faceless Void feels like he's one of the best carries, but not the best by far.
Oh yeah, that's it. He's had his time with the Arcana. He's had that little power buff, and if you didn't get yourself to the second appearance on that, well, just too bad. You have to wait for the next buff that do come in. But yeah, so Army Geniuses, the ban out the anti-mage there as well. Could have been, I suppose nice hero against the Scarth Mage up against the Puck. Oh,
they go for the Night Stalker, so it is likely to be a carry Broodmother, unless they go for something crazy. I mean, Lilgun is kind of a, they do their weird stuff, right? That's why everyone's banning Lycan. And yeah, 4-2-3, he does play a lot of Broodmother. We mentioned before, he's Lycan, Broodmother, Bloodseeker. These are the heroes he plays, so it's going to be the Broodmother carry. And Night Stalker is going to go for 11. Meanwhile, Army Geniuses, the Naga Siren. Well, that sets up a lot of spells, doesn't it? That is interesting to see the Naga Siren come out. High armor hero that generally goes for the Manta, so you're not really too worried about a lot what Broodmother does. The sleep's pretty good. Oh man, I'm gonna let you take this one first, Rob. You know, you always, I'm gonna be a gentleman. You know, I'm gonna respect you. You're doing a lot of the heavy work here. You pick the first one. Who do you feel like you want to go for?
Looking at the Naga Siren pick, you're gonna have the Riptide coming into the mid game up against the Broodmother. Those Spiralings obviously gonna be able to clean them up easy. Puck, Mars, Pangolier. Everybody apart from the Scarth Mage has a way to kind of deal that AOE. Crowd control kind of damage. But looking at it, I mean, 4-2-3 on the Broodmother, like you say, so it is going to be that carried Broodmother, and it's not been stopped yet. So until I see otherwise, I'm just going to have to back the Broodmother.
All right, well, I'm gonna go with Army Geniuses. They're doing a little bit better this tournament. I want to make sure everyone knows what's exactly in store for both the teams. This is their semi-last match for both of these teams. Lilgun's 4-8, Army Geniuses 5-7, so they're slightly better. Both of them have a chance to make the upper bracket, but they definitely need to be winning a lot of the remaining match. Army Geniuses, I think their last match is against SMG, whereas Lilgun, their last match is I think against Hokori. So both of them have pretty tough matches to go. I feel like Army Geniuses might take it, but holy crap! Look at that win rate. 692 to 311. What? Oh, DB is insane, man.
I mean, first 30 seconds, or the horn hasn't gone yet. So if you want to change your mind,
no. I'm a Dota player. If anything, I only become more stubborn when I'm proven wrong. You know?
Okay.
I was watching someone was playing position 4 Tiny with Aghanim Scepter. Everyone told him, don't buy it. Don't buy Aghanim Scepter on position 4 Tiny. You have no damage. And then they won the game. He's like, see, I told you it would work, even though he was 0-11. So it's the same thing here, It's like, the fact that Broodmother is so well, I believe.
But it's the assists that count as,
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, both of them were a big deal.
I like this as well. Look at this, the double ward on the high ground. I think Lilgun got there a little bit too late, so Ace, not going to be able to de-ward this, but Army Geniuses have full information on where Ace is.
I mean, going back to the draft, I like Army Geniuses' four-man lineup. It's pretty durable. It's got a lot of damage, got a lot of mixed damage as well. Relatively, I wouldn't say hard to control, but Puck and Pangolier, these guys aren't easy to control. Lilgun, wait, is 43 gonna go mid? Do you think he's gonna go? He's their carry player, but he might swap roles here. Feels like it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see where they want to go with this. I mean, on the bottom lane as well, Kishka and DB going to be getting into a little bit of aggro, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much to come of it. The illusion's already out for the Naga Siren here. Top lane, though, it's going to be a little bit harder. As Ace, can he get himself away from this? Going to be chased down, no swashbuckle to follow up. No, he went for the shield crash, level 1. So Ace will be able to get himself out, uses a tango, so a little bit of regen, but he does have 5 more, so that's not terrible.
All right, so it's going to be the mid Broodmother against the Puck. All right, they didn't want to put the Ember here, feeling like it's not really the matchup that they want to go to. They want to go for. Meanwhile, top lane is going to be the Pangolier as well as Narman. Wait, that is going to be it's going to be a position 4 Mars and a position 3 Pangolier. By the way, we thought it might be the other way around, but I've been interested to see how this Mars position 4 works.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming right out of the gate with the spear, be able to pin Ace to the tree. Narman, what damage can he turn around? I mean, Wobie's going to be taking a lot of damage. A Flame Guard there as well, taking him down. The Battery Assault on Womie. Again, the Shield Crash was picked up at level 1, so no Swashbuckle to create a gap between the Clockwork and the Ember Spirit. Yeah,
it's 4 melee heroes. This is going to be a very broad lane. I imagine the first blood might come up here. It feels like someone's going to out position, then you're just going to be dead. Bottom lane is going to be the Skyrath Mage as well as the Naga Siren against the Night Stalker and the Snapfire. I'd be a little bit worried for the Skyrath Mage. A cookie from the Night Stalker, and you might just lose your life. So the Naga Siren should be able to farm relatively easily, though.
Yeah, with the illusions coming out as well, like you say, should be able to kind of deal anytime 11 tries to come forward and get Harassi. What is the build path for Naga Siren now? Because, we're not on the really old Manta style into Radiance anymore. Is it Manta style Diffusal Blade? Do you want the Aghanim Scepter at some point? What is it that DB wants to be going towards in terms of items?
I don't think we see... to be honest, I don't think I've seen the Aghanim Scepter in a competitive Naga Siren match. Maybe I'm just not watching enough, but I think you can go for the Manta Diffusal, go for the Scotty, go for like as much stats as possible, similar to a lot of the other sort of illusion heroes. You don't really need to go for any damage item just because you do a ton of damage. As it is, Kishka's actually taking a little bit more damage than I thought he would, and I love what DB is doing. By the way, he's sending a couple illusions always to Kishka, and making sure that he's having a tough time, which is working out for them.
Yeah, just watching the top lane, they're going to get aggressive again. Womi, the spear does come out though, so the Flame Guard not going to be carrying on going on to Womi. And Womi, level 2, he's out of mana, does have a Mango though, has picked up that Swashbuckle just in case he needs to get himself away. But yeah, this top lane, Sanctity's having a decent time, 11-1. I mean, you look at all the cores, around the similar score here.
No one's really... And no one's really doing crazy, except the Broodmother is getting a little bit more CS than, than you'd like, whether she got 6 denies, sorry. But that's about it. Like, nothing too crazy from anyone else. And even that's not the biggest deal in the end.
Yeah, In Your Dream taking a lot of harass, though. Obviously, he has to wait for that orb. Doesn't want to jump straight away. So it does mean that if he's not moving away from the Broodmother, 4-2-3 does just get 3 last hits here on In Your Dream. So In Your Dream, just trying to be careful balancing his health as well as how far he gets himself away with this orb. But yeah, like you say, 15-7, 16-2 on the puck. So a few more denies, which might do him a little bit of good here. But the quick 6, what does he want to do? Does he want to move straight into the jungle, or does he want to be taking that tier 1 tower in the mid lane when the puck starts to roam, when that dream calls up?
I mean, if you're 43, I imagine you want to take you always want to take the mid tower if you can, and then he wants to go. I believe he'll want to go for the Orchid. Like, Orchid seems really good this game. We see a lot of pucks. They go for First Blood comes out though, and it looks like Kishka actually wanted to kill himself. He was being chased all the way from bomb lane, and he took the bounty rune and he's like, all right, no, might as well just die now.
Yeah, Skyrath Mage put literally all of his mana into that kill, and he kept getting the vision as Yoshi, who's able to spam down top lane now as well. The cogs do come out. Womi's going to be able to get the Swashbuckle though. What else can they do from this? It looks like Narman's going to be taking some damage. The battery still is going to be coming in, but again, Narman the spear, it actually latches as well in the trees. Womi doesn't want to follow it. Shield Crash will be coming out, and Ace going to be chased down here, but the cogs do go down.
Oh, Narman though, he's got low on health, and looks like Santi should be okay. Oh, they're going to go for more. Womi, he loses his life.
Sleight of Fist was there, yeah. 2 points into that, comes out, and Womi just couldn't get himself away. No mana for the Swashbuckle. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, In Your Dream throws out the orb, but it's going to be going underneath the Dire Tower, so he just has to get himself away with John. And In Your Dream taking a lot of damage.
The denies starting to make themselves felt, In Your Dream still level 4, almost level 5, but 43 has reached that before him. He's starting to put out the harass. Not only is he getting those denies, but he's also zoning him out as much as he can from EXP range.
Yeah, and In Your Dream trying to do what he can, trying to use this orb offensively here as well. And 4-2-3, he doesn't care. He's, Insatiable Hunger comes out. He's got 60% lifesteal. He just gets it all back as soon as the orb, passes by.
Another thing that was, I read a little bit about the Dota heroes, and I thought that one of the biggest buff we saw is that you get 2 extra health regen from Spin Web at all levels on the Broodmother, which means like, a lot of these Illusion Orbs, this Wain Rift, you don't really care if you're Broodmother. Look at your health regen, you got 15. Do you give a damn? I don't think so. No. Ace loses life in the meantime.
I don't think you do, yeah. Really nice grouping up there on the top lane as well. And yeah, no, the Mad Lads actually buffed the Broodmother.
Yeah, oh man, can you imagine he did that? Kishka is in the mid lane, by the way. Snapfire, you could get a stun on the puck, but you have to wait for the orb. It's a little bit hard, your stun's very telegraphed, and Varesh sees him. Although Kishka sees Varesh as well, thanks to the ward, so it's a bit of ICU, you see me sort of thing.
Yeah, the scan did come up, obviously with the Snapfire.
Varesh?
But yeah, they're just going to go straight for it. Do they have the slow? The cookie comes out into one of the Spiderlings. Spin Web comes out now as well. Varus not going to be able to get himself away from the spawn Spiderlings. Will he take down in time? He will. The Spiderlings come out, and 4-2-3. What's that? First kill on the board for him? One of the many.
And by the way, he put the sentry ward just outside of the observer ward. He knew, he was like, oh, they're coming for me. That is so brutal. It's like just at the edge. I mean, I can't even tell. It's out. Definitely it's out, right?
Yeah, it is out.
Mid lane, In Your Dream.
Cookie comes out, Phase Shift's going to be used, but In Your Dream, could he get himself away from this? Varus is just going to... No, it's going to be Womi that TP's in now as well. Swashbuckle comes out. They might be able to get the kill. They take down Kishka. Can he take down 4-2-3 now as well? As the Dream Call has been used. 4-2-3, not going to be able to get himself away from this quickly. 3 heroes stacking up, but with the spin webs, he does have that cliff walking. Is he going to be able to get himself away from danger, though? Waiting maybe for another spin web to come over underneath the tier 1 tower. Going to have a lot of regen. Spin webs as well as the tower regen in the trees, but still gets taken down by Womi. Womi will be taken down immediately by the spawn. Spylands and In Your Dream being chased down as well. Doesn't have a lot of mana. The Cookie's going to come out now as well. Uses that phase shift. Is it going to be able to keep him alive? Going to be slow by the Scatter Blast, but In Your Dream will be able to get himself back behind the tier 1 and away from danger.
You had to. I mean, they lost 1B for that, but it's fine. They got 2 kills and they didn't give away any experience. So Army Genius, they walk away very happy with that. Their biggest job right now is making sure this Broodmother does not go too crazy, and she did. And 43 has queued up the Orchid. Like, it is just too good this game. And so I'm a little bit worried for In Your Dream. If he goes for the Switchblade build, it's like the standard, and there's nothing wrong with it. But without a Yules, without sort of a Blink Dagger, I'd say the Yules is even more important. It's going to be very, very scary for him once he gets silenced.
Yeah, yeah, Puck, like you say, going straight for the Witchblade. It looks like 11 here as well. 43 last hits, but 57 and 7 on DB. So DB having a really good time, which might be interrupted because there's going to be the rotation down. 4-2-3. Wants to move down. Do they bait this quick enough, though? It looks like they get the ward behind the tower, but yeah, DB into the trees. He's playing it safe. Not sure where the Broodmother is. And yeah, doesn't want to get caught out, so he is just going to be moving himself away. So 4-2-3 back into the jungle.
Meanwhile, looks like Ace. Did he put himself in a bad spot? Oh, love the cogs. And it looks like they really want this kill on Ace. They do not like him. Spear from downtown. That looked like it was going to latch. I feel like, all right. Doesn't matter. And we do have a good combo, right? The spear and the coil, you can always break that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it is... Like, RMGs, they've got such a good fighting lineup. That's something that Lilgun, I think, may not have expected. Their lineup also can fight for sure, but like they might have expected a bit more of a farming draft from RMGs. Because these the 4 guys, they're ready to take a fight at any time.
Yeah, and Army Geniuses, like you say, well, In Your Dream, using that Dream Call, the rotation comes down as well from that position format. Speaking of, they're going to be able to take down Kishka. They do get the kill, so 6 and 3 at the minute. Really good start here for Army Geniuses. And yeah, 4-2-3. If we take a look at the net worth as well, he really wants to be climbing that net worth, with the Naga Siren sitting top by about 400 gold at the minute. And this is where Naga Siren, like you say, will start to look scary here. You know, building up the items, building up onto the stats. So not going to be an easy target for the Broodmother. And again, with the Riptide coming out 3 points into that already, going to be a really hard gank if the Spylands do try and nibble down onto this Naga Siren.
This pick by Naga Siren by RMGs is absolutely brilliant. Like, he's using all these illusions to scout out these camps. And if you are, if you're a Broodmother, if you are 2-3, you want to take over the enemy's jungle. You want to be there yourself. But he's like, oh, I can see you coming. I always have an illusion there. I've got illusions all over the map. So he always knows when they're going for something. And it's just a really nice pick. Narman, though, he might be picked off himself. He does hit level 6, though.
Yeah, the Crippling Fear comes out now as well, with the Flying Vision coming out from 11. Might just be able to bash down on Norman, but no, the Crippling Fear wears off. The arena's going to be there. There's going to be 2 heroes trapped inside of it. Do they want to go? Dream Call comes out now as well to trap them in, and they're not going to be able to get themselves away. And even Night Stalker, just in a panic. The backline's Ace tries to come in. He's only level 5. The Rolling Thunder will come through, so he's not going to be able to get that hook shot away. And the Illusion's just blocking his path. Clean him up there. Really good 2 for 3. And yeah, okay, you lose your 2 supports, but you take down the offlane Night Stalker, a good couple of kills onto the supports there as well. So still a net benefit there from Army Geniuses.
Yeah, and again, this is not what Lilgun's plan is supposed to do. Like, they are supposed to be snowballing right now, especially on 4-2-3's Broodmother. He hasn't got the Orchid, so it's not like it's doom and gloom yet, but it is a situation where you're like, we should be controlling the map, we should be the ones sort of zoning them out. They should be afraid of us. But Army Genius, they bring the numbers, they can take a fight.
Yeah. And
Sanctity is going for the Maelstrom, by the way, on the Ember Spirit. This carry Ember Spirit, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
He's going to be going to the BKB afterwards. What would you prefer then for the carry Ember to be building?
No, I'm just it's more like the role, the carry Ember Spirit. It's not something we see as often. It's like, Anna did it in TI, 8, that was great, but since then it's like, it's mostly always seen as a mid hero, and it's a very tempo-based hero. Ember Spirit late game is solid, but it's not the most amazing late game carry to have. And I expect him to. I hope he's going to be active for his team very soon, because Lilgun, they seem like they might fall off a cliff when it comes to scaling late game.
Yeah, and so you look at it now as well. Like you say, he's going for that Maelstrom BKB. Do you want him to start getting active after the Maelstrom, or do you think he's got enough time here to farm up the BKB and then start to get into the fights?
If you show up with just the Maelstrom, you take a Silence from the Skywrath, you take a coil from the Puck, and you're dead. So I would think that you would probably want to go for BKB. You can trust your team to make space for you until then. And it looks like Nagasaki, she's got the she's gonna be going for that straight up for the man style. So this Orchid timing for 4-2-3, it's gonna be not as powerful as you were hoping for. You know, you're not gonna be able to hunt down this Naga.
Yeah, and there is going to be a 3-man rotation into the mid lane now as well. 4-2-3 hanging back. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, looks like 11 who wants to go. He's going to be able to get locked down Warmy with the Crippling Fear again, but it looks like, again, it's going to be the Pangolier that gets aggressive onto the Night Stalker. The Rolling Thunder coming through the trees. Are they going to be able to chase 11 down now? He does have that flying movement speed, but it looks like Warmy, not going to be able to connect with the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't want to get too far ahead as well. Not sure where everyone else is, so he will just use that Rolling Thunder to scare the Night Stalker away.
Meanwhile, mid lane looks like they are bringing a lot of people here. Wami is here, Narma's here. Will they get it? They do get it.
The arena comes out into the Ancient Seal. The silence, the Mystic Flirt came out almost immediately, but cancelled off there. And it looks like, was that no Orchid there? So it was just Virus that cancelled that off on his own. But it was more than enough damage to get the kill. And Kishka has to back himself away out of safety.
Great use of Tumblr's Toy. And Narman, by the way, is very close to that Blink Arrow. This is a position for Mars. Going to have around maybe 13.5, 14-minute Blink Dagger. So really hitting the timing that you want. And that's going to be mostly his goal, right? You just want to jump in. You just want to catch the Brood Mother. And if you die after, you'll be happy. But with with 1 point of Bulwark, you're going to take so much reduced damage from the spiders. You're going to be fine. Yeah. I really like how RMGs have played this so far. It's been really good for them.
Yeah, and I think that's the full Manta coming out. Yeah, the full Manta coming out for the Nagasaran now as well. So going to be able to get, like I say, a little bit more gank proof if this Broodmother does rotate to try and take out DB. And even moving through the dire jungle, taking out these stacks. And yeah, like you said, that the Broodmother wants to be the one doing this, taking over the enemy jungle. But DB, he's being left alone. He's 7.4k net worth. He's not been interrupted twice, 202. And he's just finding all the space on the lanes. And Lilgun just don't have the tempo to try and deal with this Naga Siren.
Yeah, I mean, even sometimes I see 4-2-3 in his own triangle, which is not where you want Broodmother to be. Broodmother, you always want to be in the enemy's face. But speaking of the enemy's face, they are smoking. They are going bottom lane here. They have 4 heroes. In your dream, looks like his whatever puck sense he's got is tingling, and he decides to leave. He is going to go for the Eels, which I like, and so is Womi, by the way.
Oh, they actually got, who's going to be coming on the backlines now? I'm going to be silenced up here by the Orchid. Is there going to be enough damage to take him down? Narm in the hook shot will be able to get the kill. The spawn spiralings will be spawned. And in your dream. If you want to try and clean up.
Solid skill. You have to get rid of. The problem with the Mars, by the way, as a 4 is that he's pretty tanky. Like Lilgun, they have to throw out a lot of resources to get rid of him. But if you can get rid of him before the fight starts, you have a lot more freedom. This arena has been kind of the bane of this Broodmother's existence.
Yeah, and like you say, the arena really nice to trap, even the spin webs, so no cliff walking for the Brood. But yeah, like you say, he's got nearly 1200 health. At level 8 with no stat items. That's pretty big. It's a pretty tanky boy. And it just, like you say, it takes so long to get through. We saw on the bottom lane, 11 trying to deal with him, but the Crippling Fear wasn't long enough. The Broodmother there, the Orchid, it did finally get the kill because of the hookshot, but he could have turned around, dropped the arena and set up for the rest of his team if he wanted to. He wasn't taken care of within that boundary of the Orchid.
And he's also going for BKB, so it's gonna, once he gets, it's gonna take a while. This is a position for Mars, but he's getting there. And there's a 3-man smoke here for Orange Jeans. They're waiting for someone to show up. Ace shows up. That's not the kill you want, but you'll take what you can get. Oh, spear misses, but not even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter though. With the blinking Narman, able to get a really nice God's Rebuke damage off there as well. The Ancient Seal, making sure that the Clockwork couldn't get away in any way, shape or form. And now DB, they just start to stack up, and I think this is the timing here now for Army Geniuses. Like you say, that they've hit this tempo. They can start to group up and survive. They can start to hit these rotates. Look for the gank scar as well. The spear from Norman comes out. It's going to be pin and snap fire to the tree. Do they want to go any further? The cookie comes out as well. But again, the Mars, really big tanky boy. Do they want to go any further onto this? No blink dagger for the next couple of seconds. And the Spirelings cancelling off. So Mars isn't going to be able to turn around. But we'll be able to turn around. It's going to be the Rolling Thunder coming out now as well from Warmy. And it looks like In Your Dream taking a lot of damage. 4-2-3. Does he want to chase with the spin webs? Looks like the multiple kisses aren't going to be landing here onto In Your Dream. Hookshot comes in. They get the kill. Spawn Spirelings comes out. DB, does he want to try and get himself a song? But the arena comes out. He traps 3. Oh, so much damage coming out from this now as well. 11. They're going to be able to get the Ancient Seal onto the Broodmother. The Broodmother again, no BKB. Building towards it. Song comes out. So they are going to be able to get right on top of this scary little spider and maybe squish the bug here. 4 heroes stacking around. But the cookie comes out. Going to be able to get 4-2-3 down to the low ground. Can they chase? Where's that net coming out from the Naga Siren? Might be able to throw it. It's going to be some more mirror images coming through from DB now as well. Trying to do the damage they can, but there is going to be a flame guard, so they might be able to get the kill onto DB, but it's not going to be without sacrifice there, as the Ember Spirit does go down. 4-2-3 being chased. Can they get away? Kishka trying to do what he can, but there is going to be a shield crash. The blink comes in from Nam now as well. No arena. They get a kill onto Kishka, and only 4-2-3 remains from this initial fight. The spear to the tree. Narman, can he get in with the God's Rebuke? Going to be silenced by the crippling fear, but there's going to be a really nice dream call into the swashbuckle. Womi gets this kill, and this fight just goes on and on and on as Narman taking damage, but I think 11 now. Going to be a little bit more sensible. No BKB, just wants to back himself away from this.
RBGs did lose DB in that, so it's not like it's terrible for Lilgun, but overall, RBGs won that fight. Yeah, I think they killed everyone at one point, right? They got a team wipe, but it's like so long that they all respawned.
Yeah.
Narman, by the way, MVP move. He had the Spiderlings chasing after him, and he was like low health. He just pops the smoke and makes sure he has the distance, then jumps back and gets that 3-man arena. Really well played by him. Honestly, he's just been making insane moves this game on this Mars. And all he has is Blink Dagger. Position 4 Mars, everyone. Make sure you try it in your pubs.
Please don't. Really clever play there as well by DB. There was a hook shot being prepped by Ace to get on top of Varys, but there was some micro coming through from the illusions. Another arena comes out, traps the Broodmother. Do they have the damage going to this now as well? 11 with his BKB, so they are going to be able to get the kill onto Narman. Rolling Thunder does come through. 4-2-3 though, down to the low ground with that cliff walk, and it looks like Sanctity doesn't want to come back in onto this. It's going to have a remnant away now. They might target out onto 11. Swashbuckle, 4-2-3, he wants to come onto this. The net, it traps onto Kishka. Womi, really nice heals, but the Mortimer kisses. It takes down Varys. It might be able to go into Womi now as well. Can he get himself away? Has that Swashbuckle? But the darkness comes out, chase onto Womi. He's trying to do what he can with the shield crash. DB, backlines, where's Puck? In your dream, taking a lot of damage. I think he used a dream call for that now as well. The chase down onto 11 with his flying movement though, over the cliffs and far away. It looks like the Night Stalker, he doesn't want to play. Chase down DB, does he have the net? He does. If he can get the vision onto 11 now as well. In your dream gets the kill onto Kishka. Chase coming through though, 4-2-3 should be able to get the kill. The Force Staff comes out, Puck trying to get a little bit of distance with the Sleight of Fist. And that will be the death of In Your Dream.
These fights are long, man. These fights are really long. But Lilgun definitely came out on top in that one. Oh, what? Look at the hook shot, baby. Catches Womi. Womi's going to be losing his life here.
Yeah, Swashbuckle comes up. Maybe not. Spear.
Whoa.
Double kill for Narman. And now DB cleans up on the backlines. 4-2-3. Lilgun overextending there. Not a lot of health, not a lot of mana. Thinking they could get a quick pick there onto Womi. But Army Geniuses turning around a 3 for... well, nothing, because the Puck was technically in that last fight.
Dude, they got 3 kills on Lilgun, only gave away the Snapfire. Then 3 people just died. Narman with the double spear already has the Ogre Axe coming. It looks like they're going to be losing the Kishka as well on the Snapfire. So, RMG's this fighting, the way they're approaching this game has been absolutely beautiful. Everything they've done has, from the draft to now, has been really good. You know, mid lane. Yeah,
they're going to be able to get the dream call here now as well. Arena comes out, but he was pushed away. Sanctity doesn't have the mana to jump to a remnant, though. He's going to be chased down. Narman has that Tumbler's Toy. There's going to be a really nice swashbuckle. Womi cleans up the kill.
We have been seeing quite a few... I don't want to say misplays, but the team, like, they're not able to do the combo exactly right. Like, just now we saw, right? He wanted to force staff him into the arena, but he ended up force staffing anything out of it. So... you know, there are a bit of problems with RMGs. This lab does rely on them communicating quite well, but overall, they're playing it really well. And 20 minutes in, they have a, 70% chance to take this game. Sorry, 91% according to the Overlords. Do you agree with this, Rob? Are you joining my side now, the correct side? The right side?
Well, even a stop clock, you're right. But yeah, I mean, I was right all last time, so it is your day to be right. So we'll let you have this one, I think. Yeah.
The game's you're not even there yet, right? But it is getting scary for Lilgun because in terms of scaling, RMG's draft scales better. Yeah. Like they just do. You know, Broodmother, Ember Spirit, as well as Night Stalker. They're not bad late game. They're not like heroes where you're like, oh my god, this late game Broodmother, it sucks. But compared to a Naga Siren. You know, it's not the same. It's not the same. Naga Siren can take down all 3 of them. And she's got an insane support staff. So much control coming out from Narman as well as Womi. And even in your dream with the Koi, like these 3 heroes are locking them down. And all DB has to do is just beat them, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, like you say, the Army Geniuses have that time. And it feels like Lilgun, they recognize this and they are panicking a little. Not panicking, but they're overextending themselves, trying to get themselves back into the game here. The cookie comes out. Arena. Kishka going to give up his life. Varys Is it just me, or is Varus, every time he comes in with this Mystic Flare, just cancelling it immediately?
No, it's not showing on screen. I think it's a problem with like it's a graphical problem because I don't see it either. But I know that the damage is there because I see their HP going down real fast. You know what I mean? So it's not. I don't think you can cancel Mystic Flare. I think he's just using it, but it's not showing up because if you look at the fight recap, it shows that it's used as well.
Okay. Yeah,
Ace,
no, I'm seeing it, and we'll come back to that after the fight here. As it looks like Ace will go down. Narman does get the kill. Varus going to be chased down by 423. Narman, can he get himself away from this? The cookie comes down. 423 might be able to claim another kill. Spylin's trying to do what he can, but he's having a really good micro here, Narman. I say micro, you know, he's pivoting the hero really nicely to avoid a lot of the damage. And yeah, 423 did end up with, well, I mean 11 ended up with the kill, but 43 ended up with the Spylin, so a little bit of momentum here. But yeah, 2 heroes dead for the side of Army Geniuses. Lilgun only giving up Ace, so not a bad trade for them, and at this point any pickup that is a 1-for-1 or better is a really good trade for Lilgun to get them back in this game.
To be fair, they killed Kishka before they went in there, so it's kind of a true for true. They traded just supports, so you know, Lilgun, I think, will be happy with that. You know, like you're saying, they would be very happy if Army Genius starts splitting up like and doing moves like that because they do not want them together. The team fight for Army Genius is just insanely powerful.
Yeah. DB did go for the Ags after the Manta.
I saw, yeah.
Right into the heart. Yeah.
One would get as much like the Broodmother. The damage from Lilgun is not amazing. You already have insane amounts of armor from the Nagasai. Might as well go for the heart. Make yourself as unkillable as possible. Yeah, this is the new Aghanim Scepter, by the way, which gives you the Relatin ability. You just bring everyone towards you who has been ensnared. It's a bit of an odd thing, though. Like, it's a bit of an odd ability, and Womi loses life.
You still get the initial effect as well of the net going through the BKB.
Yeah, which I think is the bigger, is a more important thing. You know, you get that on Sanctity, you get that on 423. Like, you get that 5 seconds. What is it? 5 second lockdown. It's insane amounts of lockdown. Yeah, 5 seconds max level. And Pierce's BKB, that's half the BKB duration at level when it's first used, and then it's like, what, 80% at max level? So at max, like, BKB cooldown. So it is really strong. It's in this game, it's very strong.
And you get the cast range increase on it as well. You know, so you are going to be able to do it from a little bit longer away. And really, like you say, the Broodmother being so hard to lock down with all these spin webs everywhere, the cliff walking. If you can get that extra range, you know, it doesn't matter where 423 can walk because he's not going to be able to walk anywhere.
One nice thing about Lilgun, though, is that all their cores have BKB. All Ember Spirit just got his, Broodmother just got hers. So their next team fight, Narman as well as Womi, will be not quite the factors that they've been before. You know, we've seen all these big arenas. They've been very dangerous. Even the Dream Coil will not be a non-factor. Like, when you can nullify 4 of the enemy's ultimates, actually. I just realized that, you know, Skyeth Mage. You are just, it's pretty good timing for Lilgun. They might decide to go for something very aggressive. Army Geniuses, this is quite a dangerous time for them. They have 4,000 gold advantage, but all these BKBs are very risky. Yeah. Nice rockets, boss them all out.
And they just have to back themselves away. Varus is, well, he was still smoked. It was off now as well. 423. Going to be slowed down a little bit. Do they want to go on to this now? So like you say, those BKBs are there. So it looks like Lilgun, they've got themselves a decent time. And the spin web comes out onto the high ground. But again, DB and his illusions trying to clean up. 11 though on the back lines. Trying to get in with the nighttime. Does he get it? Roll Thunder. Arena does come out, but it's going to be trapping it onto the Broodmother. The Broodmother not able to get that BKB. Hook shot. And now the BKB comes out. Narman going to be slowed down by that Silken Bowler. If you have anything, where's that battery shot? Anything? And yeah, the BKB Narman, it's not going to be there. So he's still going to be locked down here by that battery. So they get the kill. They're going to be able to clean up 2 of them. Can they go even further? In Your Dream going to be pushed away by the cogs. 423 trying to do damage. They do have the silences. They have the kill onto the puck. And now they lock down onto Womi. It's only going to be the Nagasaran left. And Nagasaran, he does have a lot of mana. The song does come out. BKB's used. So DB has to get out of range of those battery assaults that would have cancelled the TP away. But it's still going to be a really good fight there for Lilgun.
Yeah, those 3 BKBs, man, like, that is insane. Once, you know, you have to wait for them to go down to like 6-7 seconds before RMGs can feel confident again, because as much as RMG's draft is kind of better late game, at this point, Lilgun's 3 BKBs nullifies so much of what they have. Like we saw, the arena comes out, just BKBs, all of them just BKB and run, do whatever they want. Although, that might be a dead Broodmother.
Yeah, 423 taking a lot of damage there. Trying to get himself away, though. The silence, he might be able to walk this one off. The Ancient Seal, not going to be able to take that kill. Stop him from walking away. And yeah, okay, so Scar, it must be a visual glitch then, because I saw the damage come out there, and but it popped up for like half a second. So
yes, yeah, I see the same thing, right? Like when it initially drops, you see like a couple of spears drop or whatever that light thing is, then it just goes away. So I'm like, huh. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, 100% sure that it's just a visual bug. It is a little bit scary now if you are Army Geniuses. You have to be very careful on the next fight, although Ace looks like he might be in trouble. No, he just walks out there. He's fine. He's fine. It's fine.
He's fine. 11 even just pops his head up just to get the void onto DB. And DB, they want to go in. There's no song for the next 33 seconds. He does have his heart, though. 3.2k health to get through here onto DB. Going to be seen by the ward.
No real support nearby. Kind of DB very brave with this movement, but looks like Lilgun, they assume people are nearby. They're like, well, there's no way he's that bold by himself. No. Turns out he was. If you are Army Geniuses, you have to be thinking about getting the Aegis for someone. Maybe like the Puck or Womi. Not necessarily DB, but someone who can sort of like die during the first BKB, then come back once the BKBs are down. Then he's like, okay, you guys are BKBs are down. Here's a coil. Here's a rolling thunder. Something useful, because DB doesn't really need it so much. I mean, it's great for him as well, but you gotta find a way to outlast these BKBs or not take crippling damage while they're up.
Yeah.
5-man smoke from Lilgun here. What are they going to find?
Oh, 11. He's going to pop the ultimate now as well. The BKBs, though, they do come out. The arena's going to be dropped, but nobody... Oh, it's actually going to be the Atmosphere trapped inside of the ultimate cases, so they get the clean up onto In Your Dream. Going to get himself away from the Sanctity now as well. With the BKB up, they might try and chase him to DB, but a lot of damage coming through here onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker will be taken down. DB does get that kill. They don't want to carry him going onto this further. 4-2-3. They're going to be able to get the kill. Clean up. Ace is down. And it looks like Lilgun, they need to get themselves away from this now as well. Sanctity, he drops the Glepnir. There's going to be the silence onto the Broodmother, dragged back in by that reeling, and it's just going to be the song they want to set up for this. But what have they got? No Rolling Thunder. Swashbuckle will be there. The Varus might have that Ancient Seal coming back up. Narman. Oh, the song not cancelled in time. So Narman wasn't able to get that spear, and now it's going to be the cleanup. Kishka gets a kill onto Narman, and now they're going to go for even more. Varus can get himself away from it. He was locked down by the Glepnir once again. They have the chase down by 4-2-3. 4-2-3 gets a kill onto Varus, and now it's only going to be Davey. Womi wants to get himself out, spawn spiraling, shield crash comes out, there's going to be the cookie, the chase down now is there. Again, another 4 heroes killed on the side of Army Geniuses. The chase down by 4-2-3, and it looks like Sanctity, the net, it catches out onto 4-2-3. Can they get themselves away? Kishka with the TP. Broodmother, he doesn't have that BKB for the next 30 seconds. It looks like he will be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, I assumed that when the song came out, they were gonna just crush them right after. Like I saw the song, I was like, okay, they're gonna line up. But that missed timing. We've talked about this before, right? We mentioned that RMGs, they've been making a little bit of these mistakes with their team fight, right? They've been making a little bit of these combo errors that you can see them. It's not the first time we've seen them miss spear. It's not the first time where they're not everything is on point. And just now, it cost them big. Like that was, I think they lost 3 people at the end of because of that.
Yeah.
So that was if that spear landed, that fight could have gone completely different. A little bit something that Army Genius will have to go back to the drawing board and be like, yeah, we kind of need to work on a little bit on our communication. Overall, it comes out as fairly even of a team fight.
But even through this, they were still struggling to get through all of DB's health. What can they do here? Because I mean, DB's going to be going for the butterfly next, and he's not too far away from it as well. Less than 200 gold to pick that one up, and that's going to be a lot of the damage being mitigated from the Broodmother. So how do they deal with this? Does Brood just want to be going straight into an MKB? I mean, it's going to be the Manta coming out for the Broodmother.
I don't know. The thing is one of those questions was like, I'm not sure there's a real answer for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really sure that there is a thing you can do. The one thing they can do, obviously, is that if they can kill a lot of the other people first. Oh, here we go. Big team fight. Your turn, Rob.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get themselves into this now as well. Nam, he's got a really nice arena coming through. What can they clean up with Sanctity getting low? Trying to chase down onto Nam. The BKB will be wearing off. The Glepnir comes out. They get the kill onto Nam, so he will be first blood in this fight. It looks like they want to go even further. A's going to be silenced off the Ancient Seal into that Swashbuckle. Can they take down the Clockwork? Clockwork will fall. Now the chase is on for the final 4 heroes coming out for Lilgun, because DB, he's on the march, he's on the rampage, it looks like. In Sanctity, the net comes out, the reeling comes through now as well. Even the puck onto the backlines. Does he want to try and do what he can with this on the backlines? And the damage out. 11 You're running the wrong way, mate. Your base is the other way. Mortimer Kisses are going to be starting to drop in your dream. Trying to chase down onto 11, but DB, he's on the march, even behind the tier 2 tower. They want to go into 4-2-3, 4-2-3. Going to be locked down. Do they have the silence to lock him down for long enough? He's trying to get himself back up the clip. There's going to be the cookie comes out, gets the Broodmother out of trouble.
Dude, the whole fight, DB didn't even lose any health. The whole fight, he was just full health the whole time. Like, this is insane. And this is the problem. Like, I don't really think that there is one solution where you're like, oh, can we get this item? No. It feels like the only way you can really kill DB is you go through everyone else. You kill everyone else, and then you can go, oh, 1 versus 5. Yeah, you can kill him. You know, like, he's super tanky, but he's not some invulnerable guy. Oh, and by the way, check it out. He has the Cloak of Flames, which more magic resistance, more armor, as well as burns for your illusions, which helps them cut even more. Yeah, DB is absolutely gargantuan. Can we go in there? Or the Titanic? I don't know. He's a very large person right now.
Yeah, and well, he probably prefers gargantuan over Titanic because the story of the Titanic really didn't end well. So Naga Siren.
No, it didn't. Wait, I haven't seen the movie yet. What?
Spoilers for a 25-year-old film.
Oh man.
and like a what was it? 300-year-old historic event. Yeah, the film's more important.
Wait, is it that old? No way. No, it's not all that old. Is it that old? It's like 19. No, it's like 1900s. It's not that old. It's like 100 years old.
Yeah, here we go. 90. I don't know my history. You know, I'm still waking up. So.
Well, it looks like they might have caught the 4-3 here.
4-3 trying to do what he can with the BKB, get himself out of this. Up to the high ground. Just away, but the backlines. With the hookshot used, it looks like it was, but he didn't really catch anyone long enough to lock them down for this fight. And Night Stalker, the Dream Call comes out. He's going to be locked down. The Gluttony trying to do what he can to help out 11, but 11's just going to be killed off. Meanwhile, this is going on. Sanctity does steal the Aegis. Can they go even further onto this now as well? Ace gets locked down. Wormy gets the kill. Yeah,
not too bad for Lilgun. Not too bad, honestly. Like, they do take away the Aegis from Army Geniuses, which is gonna, like, it's a big deal. They force a buyback from Narman. They don't have 11 ready. That's the big problem right now. So they might be losing. If you lose the racks, then it's a little bit more like upside. Oh, Sanctity.
Sanctity comes in with the BKB, trying to do what he can, but yeah, again, what can he actually do? Because he's missing the rest of his team, and DB is just trying to run through the base. In fact, DB is just saying this base belongs to us now. Sanctity, can they get the lockdown again? 4-2-3 trying to again just try and pull the aggro away from Sanctity, and Sanctity is going to get so low. 4-2-3 though, going to be paying with most of his life. Song comes out, really nice setup, no arena for the next 20 seconds, but Net comes out now as well. The Dream Call, it's not even going to be needed. It wasn't there anyway. The Aegis will be popped, and now Naga Siren hookshot onto the backlines, trying to get the lockdown on taking your dream for these Mortimer Kisses to come through, but he's not the problem. DB is the danger.
That's what DB stands for, Danger Boy, you know. And Danger Boy, he's going. He's like, they can't kill him. He's just too scary. Oh, God. And, well, they do kill Norman. That is a dieback by Norman, by the way. 90 seconds without him. But it's not such a big deal because Lilgun, they've lost 4-2-3. And Army Geniuses, they're like, can we just walk out of here? And your Dream's got no health. He needs to be careful here.
They want to walk out, though. The backlines, so the Dream Call does come out. They get the kill onto Sanctity. He's going to be down 77 seconds, but does have a buyback. And now DB just says, why are we leaving? You know, I'm a massive, look at me, he's just getting kills left, right and center, setting up for this. DB just wants to get right back into the base. The backlines though, we've got 11 hookshot's going to be coming on to 2 with the battery assault. There's going to be a really nice Mystic Flow though to take down Ace. Is it going to be enough damage? The Clockwork in your dream will finish off that kill, and yeah, it's looking like an insurmountable task here for the side of Lilgun to try and keep themselves alive, and it's in your dream. He's so low, but he's still getting the silences off. He's still getting the jaunts. He's still going to be able to get himself in with a phase shift. And again, just 11 gets burst down so quickly. DB says, come at me. They might have the damage to take him down now. He's out of mana. They're getting on top of him. The 2 big cores on the side of Lilgun. But again, the Song comes out, Net trapping it onto the Night Stalker.
No mana to actually leave.
Can just walk himself away from this.
But can't TP away, actually. Oh,
no.
It
connects. Is this enough, DB? He's going to be silenced off the damage. This should be enough. Now 3 cores it takes him, and about 5 minutes to take this hero down.
It was expensive. Like, they had to use so many buybacks. This was not a cheap victory for Lilgun. But they don't lose any Raxes. They might force a buyback from Danger Boy right now if they go for it. And oh, it's just the supports are standing from RB Geniuses. Lilgun, they're just going for it. By the way, 11 in that fight on the Night Stalker, always on the edge of the fight, always getting these multi-people voids on them. Very impressive. We've talked about how tanky DB is, and rightfully so, but this Night Stalker, he's not easy to kill.
Yeah, and it's just... again, how can you... once all the heroes are up from Army Geniuses, that was with an Aegis, that fight as well.
Yes.
And Lilgun aren't going to be given the time and space to wait out for the next Roche, which is 4.5 minutes away. And is this where Army Geniuses, do they use these? Because if we take a look at the buybacks here as well, Naga Siren, Womi's got his, Varus has got his, Mars already uses, so four and a bit minutes until that's back up, and 1100 gold here for the puck. So Army Geniuses, do they want to wait for the next Roshan, or do they just go full steam ahead down the mid lane, look to take a tier 3 tower?
In general, we already see a team that's just like let's go barrel down. If they can get a kill on Ember Spirit, then they would do that, because Ember Spirit Sancti did use his buyback. That would be an opening for them. If not, they'll be like, yeah, let's wait for the Aegis. It's only a 4,000 gold lead for Army Genius at 37 minutes. This is not some... Like, yeah, their lineup is better, and yeah, DB is very hard to kill and all that, but it's not like, oh my god, the map is completely shut down. There's still a good chance that Lilgun... Well, the graph says 20%. I'll say that's 20. Yeah, they have a 20% chance of victory. So Army Genius, they could throw this. They need this win. Like, if a draw for Army Genius is fine, but they can't afford to go 0-2 in this series. They have one more match remaining. They want to make sure they secure upper bracket. They need to be quite careful. They'll probably looks like they're just setting up around Roche. They got the wards there. They got everyone around. They're just gonna wait for Roshan. Maybe try to kill a Sanctity. That's the only two things they need to do. Yeah,
but I mean, Lilgun do have some nice counter wards on the cliffs here, so they are going to see this rotation up from Army Geniuses towards the top lane, which gives them. It's not really a let's go fight this. It's okay. This is where we don't have to fight. We can farm the other side of the map. But while this is going on, Army Geniuses take a tier 2, and again, they're just not going to stop here. I think Naga Siren, he wants to lead the line, getting himself towards a full Bloodthorn. And
by the way, Sanctity wants to go for Radiance on the Ember Spirit. He's also got the Havoc. Oh no, actually changed it. He's gonna go for the Shivas instead. That will help a lot with the amount of healing coming out from Naga Siren.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice up against DV. Chase as well, trying to deal with those illusions. Just get that little bit of slow coming through on those as well. Yeah, so Sanctity, I mean, Radiance or Shivas, either way, would be just that little bit of boost that Lilgun might need. And yeah, I'm also being told the Titanic sunk in 1912, so,
yes.
The male thing of over-exaggerating numbers came out when I said 300 years plus. I've not been awake for that long, so...
Yeah, right? I was like, there's no way. It's like 100 years. I would say
over-exaggerating so people could feel clever in chat.
That's how we do. 1,000 years ago when they had the Titanic.
Dawn of time.
Because I watched the movie. I was like, they seem to have pretty good technology for 300 years ago.
Honestly, I'm just gonna blame it on I'm not fully awake yet, and it was just like, what's the biggest number I can think of at this point that doesn't sound ridiculous? It still sounded ridiculous, but anyway, jump in. It looks like they want to try and go here on the back line.
Nice,
Sanctity going to be able to get a really nice remnant onto Womi, but Womi with the roll up now as well. Are they going to be able to get onto Nama? Nama with the BKB. Does he want to try and drop this arena because he's running out of life? He does drop it, but the BKBs are still going to be there now. It's 4-2-3. 11 to get that clean up onto Nama. Can he go into DB now as well? Going to be a really nice hook shot on the back line to get onto the Virus as well, but 4-2-3, he's just losing his life, trying to do what he can, but what can he do? Dream Coil just gets onto Sanctity now as well, on top of the cliff. Womi wants to because has been dropped, but there's going to be a really nice Yule Scepter now as well. 11, he's going to be able to try and get those right clicks off and the bashes come through, and Sanctity's going to get really down low, trying to do what he can with those swashbucklers as well. Womi's running out of life, but he will be able to do a decent amount of damage before he goes down, just for DB to start cleaning up. 4-2-3 goes down, and now Ace, the cookie's going to be off the mark. But I think DB wants to turn this one around now as well. 11 right on top of this Naga Siren. There's going to be a Mystic Flare. Can they do the damage here now as well? Ace, there's going to be the net, but it looks like Snapfire with that Force Staff changes targets onto Ace. Ace through the trees, doesn't have the mana for the hookshot coming out in the next 3 seconds as well. And again, the silence! They get themselves on top of Ace. The illusions in the base. DB gets the kill.
Night Stalker 11 actually bought an item. He didn't save for buyback because I knew he had buyback. He had buyback, and so did 4-3, but he decided to use his money. This could be an opening. When I was like, oh, if he dies, he buys back, he's gonna fight again. But no, now Army Geniuses, Narm is about to is back. Womi's gonna come back in about 25 seconds, but still no 11 for quite some time.
Yeah. And DB just immediately out of the Glebnir as well. The Shivas will be popped. Mystic Flare does get dropped. We see the full one coming out now as well. And DB just goes straight back to the tower. And again, Lilgun, only 2 heroes. The buyback could come out from the Broodmother, but just not going to be able to push this the illusions away fast enough to stop this tier 3 tower from taking so much damage. And DB didn't even need to be there himself.
Yeah, it's the fun part being Naga side. Like you said, it reminds me of the old days with the Manta Radiates, right? You just have a Naga side in the mid lane, Illusions bottom, Illusions top, and you're like, there you go, that's the game. One of the probably the most boring patches to ever watch, by the way. In the meantime, though, look at
go on.
I was like, look at his net worth, 30,000 on DB.
Yeah.
This guy's get fun. A few problems are going to start coming out. Firstly, Dream Coil now pierces magic immunity because In Your Dream just hit level 25. That is an issue. Narman, by the way, he's also in previous fights. 11 jumps on Narman, kills him, and the arena is always like it either comes out very early where the BKBs are still ready, they kill him, or he just doesn't get out in general at all. You know, like he's like, all right, what am I going to do? Now, though, we saw that last fight. He's waiting until the last second before he dies just to throw out the arena. So those BKB moves that 11 was doing, which were great, they're much harder to do now.
Yeah. Yeah, like you saw in that last fight, that Narman, 2.4k health, and it was only really 11 that was on top of him. And like you say, he just waited till the last second, got 4-2-3 in that arena, and there was nothing that Lilgun could do because they were separated in their own little pockets of fights. So Army Geniuses pulling Lilgun apart in these fights really spectacularly.
Well, in the meantime, though, let's see. Skywrath Mage has gone for the Eon Disc. I mean, Varish, he's been doing a decent amount of damage, but he's a Skywrath Mage. In games like these, when they go very long, your pick-off potential is really good the first, 20 minutes. But as the fights become very spread, you're up against literally 4 very mobile heroes, and the Snapfire is very hard for him to do much in this game. So I like that Eon Disc. When he stays alive, just spam me out concussive shots. Enough. Puck, I wonder if... I've been thinking, will Puck go for the Hurricane Pike? He's already got the Force Staff, you know? Will In Your Dream do it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, he's not got it queued up just yet. It looks like he wants to be going for the... his Octarine Core comes out, and then he's got the Overwhelming Blink to come out. And I think by that time, Roche is back up here as well. Yeah, by that time, In Your Dream, if they get to the Overwhelming Blink, I think the game's going to be over one way or the other.
Yeah, it's like... I mean, we already have Overwhelming Blink on Wami as well. Ace, he's got a Force Staff as well as a Glimmer Cape. Nothing crazy on our position 5. Clockwork Snapfire's got a Lotus Orb. Now that's interesting. Able to, I think you can throw back the Ensnare, which would be nice, along with the Force Staff and a Glimmer Cape. So just standard support items. Nothing crazy on 11 that we haven't mentioned before. Although he also has a Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb, the item of the game at the moment. And Roshan is up. They're going for it on Army Geniuses. Lilgun, they know this though.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to get there anywhere close to time. And now Naga Siren has that Aegis, has the shard to come out as well. So the Song of the Siren, going to get the increased duration. The Song kills in these fights as well. So it's not only a good setup potential, it's not only a good runaway potential, it's a good reset potential now as well on the Song. That, okay, we're down to half health. We might be being a little bit overrun. I'll just Song, we all heal up, we get ready, and then we go back into the fight.
I mean, you can even Song with enemies BKB running at you, right? Because you're just healing up and you can just fight them. And this, it's a big, like 5% a second. That's a Jug healing ward, basically. So it's a little bit of a problem. We might see it come up early, though. Hopefully DB doesn't mess it up. He might throw it too early just for the heal, and then he ends up in a bad spot. Lilgun, they might lose this range rack. It is gone, and it is a bit of a tough situation.
Yeah.
They have the mid-rax is exposed as well, and this is tough for Lilgun. The game it's a hard situation, right? We're back to the 90% chance for RBGs to take it.
It's not great looking for Lilgun. Yeah, they wanted to be the ones pushing in, just sitting outside the base using those spiralings to push in, but the illusions coming through, like you say, just able to deal with these range racks, so the lanes will push in slowly but surely here for the side of Army Geniuses. 43, he's trying to do the best that he can to clean up these illusions, using those spawn spiralings as well onto the creeps to get a little bit of a quicker push back onto this. But Naga, he's just pushing all 3 lanes. He's playing those musical lanes, pushing one with the illusions, drawing the aggro from Lilgun to that lane, using the illusions to push out the next lane, and slowly but surely, Lilgun, they're just being forced back in their own base.
Yeah, oh man, flashbacks to some of the worst patches in Dota 2. But this is, I mean, this is what they need. Like, this is all they need to do. They really don't have to do anything more. Army G says they only have to extend if they feel like, oh, there's no other way for us to take buildings. But they managed to take the top range rags. They're gonna do they'll be able to do a bit of damage to the melee, to the range in the mid ones. Yeah, the illusions are gonna go in, a couple of hits on it. That's all you really need. Like, you can just take all the range racks and then you can just say, all right, now we have to commit. Like, until then, we don't have to even use our bodies. And they have buybacks on all their heroes on Army Geniuses. Lilgun, still no buyback on Sanctity or 423.
Just missing the gold as well, and that's something that, yeah, they've got to be careful of. I mean, I don't think 423, if the fight breaks out, he's not going to be able to get himself anywhere near enough gold. Whereas Sanctity, if he picks up a kill or two, he might just get enough gold for a buyback. So yeah, 423 in a real danger of being taken down and completely eliminated from this next fight if it breaks out now. Speaking of breaking out, oh, Lotus Orb comes out from 11 though, so that really not going to be coming through from the Naga Siren. Drops the mirror images.
Mid-range racks gone, by the way, and top range racks down to about a third of health. And you can see, sorry, DB is like, oh, let's just go bottom. You know, let's just now this is the one I want. Oh god, it is absolutely annoying. Like, this is the worst situation for Lilgun to be. Their play might be just to smoke up, let like mid fall and try to take a fight, because you're just waiting to lose at this point.
Would you be happy with this though, Lilgun? I mean, DB just he's moving in now as well. It looks like they want to try and use this. Aegis, a minute and a half left on this. I was going to ask about that. Would you be happy, Lilgun, here? Because the full fight's not breaking out, just to wait out this Aegis, maybe lose a tier 3 tower, maybe lose another range racks, and just wait for the Aegis to go down?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, oh, the Aegis got like 3 minutes, but with only a minute 20 seconds, you can afford. If you can just hold on to the buildings, that's better. You don't need to force a fight now that you know that, okay, Aegis is about to expire. It's relatively low. All the melee racks are still standing. Only a minute left now. If they can hold on again for this, like, just give away the range rack, give away all the tier 3 towers, it's okay, because the melee racks really matter.
Okay, well, we'll see. It looks like there's going to be the jump in. DB he tries to get on top of 423. 423, what's he going to do? He drops some Manta style of his own now as well. DB tries to walk away from the Gleipnir. There's going to be a really nice silence coming through from the Night Stalker, but DB, again, the mirror image, just going to be able to walk himself away from us. And he does have the BKB as well. So that crippling fear not going to be super effective into this. The arena comes out. Narman, though, what can he do? Because these BKBs are here. Narman going to be chased down by 11. 11 doesn't want to overextend. Hookshot comes in, but 11 still taking a lot of damage now as well. Ace, he looks like he's dropped those cogs just to try and push back DB. And In Your Dream's going to be able to get the kill onto 11 Wombi now as well, with Rolling Thunder onto the Night Ember Spirit, and Ember Spirit just being locked down, bashed out, has to jump to a Remnant, but just waits and jumps into DB's waiting claws or fins, whatever a Naga Siren has here as the fight continues to go on. 423 again trying to deal with these illusions. Again, the Night Stalker comes into the fight, and again everyone has to retreat. 423 low on health. DB just sitting on half health. That song hasn't even gone off yet. Army Geniuses, again, the Aegis is going to be reclaimed. And now they go.
Yeah, they looks like they're thinking, okay, maybe now we can take a fight. DB does have the BKB, so she's not really too worried. She's gonna go for the Broodmother. Oh my god, 423 just melts. Nice spear gets him into the. Oh, but look at that Cookie. This guy is being moved around like a ping pong ball. In the meantime, they do get a kill on 423, but they lose 3 in the back line.
They're just losing everybody. The buybacks come through from Mars as well. Narman wants to get right back into this fight. On top of the puck, do they have what it takes to take him down? No, he's going to be able to get that blink away. Does have that overwhelming blink now as well. The net comes out onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit, he's just going to have no mana. He's going to have no life as well. He gets taken down, has to buy back into this fight, immediately jumps into that Remnant. They get the lockdown onto In Your Dream. In Your Dream can get himself away from this. The song is going to be used. In Your Dream just needs to hang himself around, just heal up where he can and get himself out. It looks like Army Geniuses, again, don't want to overextend. They're trying to get themselves out of this. Was that blink dagger from the Night Stalker? Does he just want to be coming forward? Gets the crippling fear. Do they have enough to take down this Naga Siren? The words that chase. Narman again. This could be a dieback. It looks like they're going to be able to close that gap, but Kishka loses so much life. There's going to be the Lotus Orb, and it looks like the jump onto the backlines by Sanctity. Trying to get onto In Your Dream. Dream Call is going to be used, though. It looks like Naga Siren wants to chase down onto Sanctity. They get the kill onto Ace. Kishka's gone, and everybody on the side of Lilgun is starting to fall. DB, the chase down, the Night Stalker is going to be locked down. Gets that blink away eventually, but the chase onto Sanctity. Sanctity can't go down here. Not going to be pinned to the cliff. Is invisible with this Trickster's Cloak. Now revealed, the illusion do see it, and it looks like they're going to change from running down towards Lilgun's base to just cleaning up Sanctity, and Sanctity pops his BKB. Can he get himself away from this? Does he have anything to jump to? Shiva's guard comes out, but it looks like they have the root, they have the lockdown, they have the kill.
Oh dear, my God, that fight was so long. Even I had to do play-by-play at some point. Come on, Rob. But these two teams, they are very even. Like Army Genius, they do have the better draft, but Lilgun, they are playing their hearts out. You know, like their draft was countered, but they still managed to go for a 50-minute game. There is no buyback on Sanctity, so it's up to 4-2-3. It's up to 11. Ace does have a buyback if he wants to use, but he's up in 10 seconds. And is that enough time for your buildings? I mean, they lose the melee racks mid, they lose the range racks bottom, and oh, look at that jump.
They're going to be able to get themselves on top of 11. That's going to be a mega kill streak for In Your Dreamer now. 4 staffed around, 4-2-3 has absolutely no chance here, even through the BKB. Just going to be cleaned up, and that is going to be GG called by Lilgun. 51 minutes in, so they did do well to hang on here, Lilgun. But in the end, like you predicted, Army Geniuses take game number 1, 49-34, with a 51 minutes on the clock and a 32k net worth lead here.
It's still an insane performance, honestly, by Lilgun. Just because they lost doesn't suddenly mean like their draft got countered hard with this Naga pick. They also had a great team fight from Army Geniuses, this low cooldown. Like, it was really good draft by Army Geniuses. Army Geniuses messed up a couple of times, by the way, with their combo, but it didn't matter because their just draft was so good. Lilgun, they had nice timing with that BKB, you know, where they could, where they were taking the 3 try BKB cores, but just it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for them. They need a little early game to go a little bit better for them.
Yeah, I like to say 43. Even in the mid lane where he got some quick levels onto the Spiderlands, he just couldn't get control of the map. You know, DB was controlling that bottom part of the map while Zuri moved up to the top lane. And when that happened, you know, Nam and Womi just moved down to the bottom lane, kept the pressure onto 43. Like you say, he just couldn't get out of his own triangle. And it was so hard. Yeah, you see the win prediction, the net worth, the XP. There's little dips, but it all just rockets up and rockets up after every drop. So, guys, that is going to be the first game of Army Geniuses versus Lilgun. We're going to be taking a quick 10-minute break as we get ourselves ready for the second game. Army Geniuses have that momentum. Lilgun maybe thinking, taking second thoughts about that second pick Broodmother here, because Army Geniuses absolutely deleted it. We are going to be taking that quick break, though, so we'll see you after the break for the second game of Army Geniuses versus Lilgun.